Good evening, everyone. Please stand as we begin the white coat ceremony for the class of 2026.
Please be seated. My name is Susan Bruce, and I'm the Dean of the School of Pharmacy. This is a momentous occasion, one in which we celebrate the transition of this group from undergraduate student to Doctor of Pharmacy candidate. Before we begin, please find your cell phone and make sure it is off or in silent mode. I want to take a moment to also recognize a special guest in our audience. Annette Bullard is the representative from Novant Health. She's the pharmacy manager for Novant Matthews. Novant Health is a strong supporter of our program, and we are grateful for their participation today. Officially welcome to the Wingate University School of Pharmacy White Coat Ceremony for the class of 2026. Students, we are thrilled you are here. Please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. The White Coat Ceremony symbolically welcomes you into the profession of pharmacy and elevates humanism and professionalism as core competencies of healthcare. During this ceremony, you will take an oath in front of your peers, family members, your faculty and staff, acknowledging your commitment to uphold the profession while caring for your patients, and committing yourself to honor, responsibility, and professionalism. Friends and family, welcome to our campus today, and thank you for being an important part of today. If you're able, please stand to be recognized. Friends and family. You may be seated. Your support for the P1 learner you are celebrating today is so important. The next 4 years will be met with successes and challenges, and your steady support will be so meaningful as they grow and develop in their professional identity along the way. Finally, I have the honor of introducing WUSOP faculty and staff. Guess what's coming? Faculty and staff present today, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. These talented experts are the facilitator of your journey through pharmacy school and into the profession of pharmacy. They are leaders in pharmacy education, and through their hard work and dedication, advance our profession every day. Through the curriculum they designed and deliver, conversations about study skills, time management, and life lessons, their mentorship and guidance will set you up for success. Again, we are thrilled you are here, class of 2026, and we look forward to our journey together over the next 4 years. Welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Susan Smith, and I have the honor of presenting the members of the class of 2026 for receipt of their white coat. Let me begin by asking the class to proceed backstage, and I will also ask my faculty colleague, Dr. Kerr, to move to her position on stage for the presentation of the white coats. The white coat ceremony marks the student's transition from the role of undergraduate student to that of student pharmacist. Their white coat, which will be worn by the student when they are in experiential learning situations over the coming years, is placed on them by a faculty member, thus symbolizing the relationship between the student and their faculty. I will announce the names of the students one at a time. Please hold your applause until all of the students are wearing their white coats. Lorene Abaca Mensa. Camille Akins. Leighton Anderson. Tanner Barnhill. Margaret Booth. Lisa Kale. Noredis Casas Novas. Hamiz Fehmi. Elizabeth Gonzalez. Cheyenne Gross. Dylan Hagan. Tamika Harris Robertson. Kristen Marquezes. Jaden Mayhew. Julia Pridage. Chastity Reese. Angela Saber. Farah Said. Destiny Self. Katie Smith. Liliana Tullidge. Taylor Valentin. Daniela Vega. Jillian Zeiler. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2026. The Wingate University School of Pharmacy celebrated the graduation of the first Doctor of Pharmacy students in 2007 And this year, we have enjoyed celebrating the 15th year anniversary of that special occasion. We are honored today to have one of our class of 2022 graduates, Dr. Sarah Freeman, here to present what it means for her to put on the white coat.
All right, so hello everyone. As Dr. Smith said, my name is Sarah Freeman. I guess you could say Dr. Sarah Freeman now. I'm still getting used to it. It's a little weird, I'm not going to lie. Just yesterday, I was sitting right there. I think I was second row, but I was sitting in your same seats. I was getting my first white coat. It's been a wild and wonderful ride so far. And I can say I'm still adjusting to life after school. Someone just asked me, I think it was yesterday at church, they said, Sarah, do you have to go back to school? No, I can finally answer that, no. I am an adult, finally. It's weird, but so rewarding. But I would like to thank each and every one of you here today. That has helped me so much with the school and with the school and the school that I love. I'm extremely honored and grateful to be here speaking with you all today. But a little bit more about myself. I just graduated this past May. If you have not caught on to that, whoop whoop. Can I get a whoop whoop? Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm glad y'all. Whew. All right. So I'm currently working at True Care Pharmacy, which is the independent in Concord, North Carolina, and I'm serving as this year's fellow through NCPA and CPESN. This year we are really focused on how we can incorporate more clinical services into independent pharmacy. So clinical services such as diabetes education classes, chronic care management, and doing more testing in the community pharmacy setting. So wanting to see if we can get that in there. I'm really looking forward to seeing where this new adventure will lead me. But when I'm not working or studying, I do have hobbies, and they are coming out more after I graduated. So some include traveling, hiking, cooking new recipes, painting, target shooting, playing volleyball, basketball, and hanging out with my family, friends, and my church family. So during my 7 years here, yes, I did say 7, I went to undergrad here. I definitely bleed blue and gold. I was involved with many different organizations around campus, some on the national level. So here's my first piece of advice. Get involved and build your network. Pharmacy is a super small world, and it's good to start meeting people and getting your name out there now. But now that you know a little bit about me, I want to get to know y'all a little bit better. So by a raise of hands of the incoming class here, sorry. Who is excited about pharmacy school? I know y'all already started. Okay, I like that. Okay, so who's super nervous? Okay, that's understandable. So who's both? Mixture of emotions, got some excitement, some nervousness. You've had a week full of classes so far. How's everybody's feeling? Pretty nervous? So hey, that's good. So I was just right there. The nervousness, the excitement, everything rushing in at you at one time. Is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? Am I supposed to be a pharmacist? Everything rushing in. And it still rushes in, don't get me wrong. But this is exactly where you're meant to be. And it's extremely exciting, but from experience, this is a great adventure. And I still remain nervous and excited about the next adventures in life as well. So talking about adventures, I want to set up an analogy for y'all. So who has been hiking? Can be easy, moderate, hard hikes. I don't do the hard ones. I'm not going to climb up the side of the mountain. But everybody in here, everybody been hiking or walked to a destination? Okay, I got some hands. Good. I like interaction. All right. So for me, I love to hike to waterfalls. So most of you have hiked before, walked somewhere, arrived at your destination. This is like pharmacy school. You're on your adventure. You are working towards your goal. Your goal is to walk across the stage and get your diploma, to get your PharmD. So that's your goal. For me, hiking The waterfall is the goal. I want to get there. I want to see that waterfall. So we'll be using that a little bit throughout the rest of this speech. So while hiking, you normally need a few things such as water, a backpack to carry your stuff, a phone to call somebody in case of an emergency, a map to know where you're going, camping materials if you're spending the night. So just want to get you thinking about some of the things you'll need. So now I want you to look around at your classmates. Go ahead and take a look at them. I know you've already been in classes with them. You've seen these people before. I have not, so hello, nice to meet y'all. But these are your hiking buddies. These are your classmates. They're your teammates. You're all in this together. High School Musical, anybody? Okay, cool. So you may have a different skill level or hike different types of trails, but you all have this goal to get to your waterfall, to get to that pharmacy degree. So be there. So you're all in this journey together. So be there for each other. Help each other out. Have some fun. Network with each other. This is part of your support system, which we'll talk about a little bit later. My class separated some due to COVID, unfortunately, but we always had each other's backs. And if there's questions or if you needed motivations, there's still sometimes my classmates will text me, hey, you up, you studying, you at work, what you doing? You got to get moving. So we're still a tight-knit group. So these are your hiking buddies. Some might know a little bit more than others, might know which trails to avoid, but that's okay. Might know what animal made those tracks, or how Ozempic works for diabetic patients. That's okay. You're all on this adventure together as a family and learning as you go. All right, so now I want you to look over here and over here at your professors. Go ahead and take a good look at them. You'll see them for the next few years. There you go. So your professors are your leaders. They have already been on this adventure. They have went through pharmacy school. They have reached their destination of that waterfall. They know which trails to take, whether it's a white diamond on a tree or orange circle on another one. They know the route to go. They have lived it. Although the trails might have changed during COVID, they can still help navigate through the changes as they did with my class. And these changes make you stronger and can help you along your adventure. On my adventure, we had to take an uncharted path, but not being in person with each other, but we still reached our goal. I'm super excited to see what is in store for you all at Wingate University School of Pharmacy. Going back to your leaders, yes, they have been in your shoes. They know what it is. Sometimes you may not agree with them. Sorry guys, it happened to all of us. But they do know what to do, and they want you to succeed. And they will be an important player in your support system, which we're fixing to get to. One thing that has always impressed me about Wingate University was their professors. Having that open door policy, you can always go and talk to them. Just any questions you may have about school, life, anything, they are willing to help. So don't be afraid to ask questions. That's how we learn. Lastly, I want you to look into the back of the room. Wave at your family members if you want to. Think about your family, your friends, there we go, your parents, guardians, spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends, children, even pets. Think about your hobbies that you do in your free time, think about your religion, and also think about what you mentioned before, or your professors. They are all part of your support system. They are all in your team. They're all things you need in your backpack. Remember some of those things like water we'll need on our journey, on our adventure, a map. So they are all your support system. These are essential for your adventure. Pharmacy school is not easy. I'll go ahead and be the first one to tell you that. By no means is it easy, but it's doable. Everybody will have a different background and a different perception of how pharmacy school is. There's always hills to climb. Sometimes you feel like you're in the valley. You might have failed your first test, second test, maybe failed even 3 tests. But you can always get up out of that valley. Things will not always go as you want them to, and you might not even understand some calculations that Dr. Wilson and Dr. Hawthorne throws at you. It happens. But with your support system, you can come out of that valley, and you can make it to that waterfall, which is a great thing to see at the end. You can make it to your goal. I would like to close by talking a little bit about your white coats. I brought mine today, just like yours. Might see a little bit of stains on it. So, but I want you to take a look at it. Looks kind of rough, right? It's got some pink stains. I did take pictures before I accidentally washed it with a highlighter. Some stains on the pockets with pins. Might even have a rip. Somewhere there was a rip underneath the arm right there. So this kind of represents my adventure. Yes, I made it to the end, but it is rough. It's not an easy one. And it continues to challenge me every day. But I know that this made it out with my new little white hanger here, first white coat. And I know there's more adventures to come. So I will continue to keep reaching my goals, and so will you. You have all of the resources that you need. You have the support system. You have your hiking buddies, your classmates, and you have your leaders. Wear your white coats proudly, and every time you put them on, jump into a professional mindset of, I'm going to learn everything I can, and I'm going to be the best pharmacist I can be. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak today. Congratulations, class of 2026. Let your adventure begin.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us, Dr. Freeman. Please join me in one more round of applause.
Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Dinkins, and I have the honor of reciting the Pledge of Professionalism with the class. The Pledge of Professionalism was developed in 1994 by the American Pharmacists Association, Academy of Student Pharmacists, and by the American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy Council of Deans Task Force on Professionalism. Wingate University conducted its first white coat ceremony in 2003, during which the class recited the pledge. This tradition continues today. Class of 2026, please rise. Flip a few pages into your program. I think if you turn 3 pages, you'll be there. And we're going to read the professionalism pledge in unison. As a student of pharmacy, it's your roadmap. Just like Sarah said, tuck it in your backpack. Pull it out if you lose the way. Read through the words again that you said today. Congratulations, class of 2026. You all can take a seat for just one more minute. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings our program to a close. We will recess, beginning with those seated on the stage, followed by the faculty, and then the class of 2026. We hope you'll join us for a reception in the lobby out back. We look forward to journeying with you on the adventure today.